Chapter 2.3 in accounting, we're looking at find the errors. Again, this is to help you if you're stuck with the assignment. Also, it's to help you if you've gotten a little bit off track. Am I going to give you the answers? No, but hopefully we can get you back on track. So here we go. June 11th, we received cash from sales. I'm going to start off the transaction like I do every one. I'm going to circle the nouns, underline the verb. I'm going to receive cash. In this situation, cash is going to be going up. Sales, which is an owner's equity account, is also going to be going up. So if you take a look at the errors here, what they have, well, we need to select an account from the list below. We haven't selected an account, so we need to do that. Hard to put it into an accounting transaction if you don't have the account. The other error here that we see is if I were to read this back, translate it, this credit cash basically means paid cash. Have we paid cash? Does it say anywhere up here that we paid cash? No, it does not, so we'll need to fix that. Moving on to the next one, paid cash for advertising. Again, I'm going to circle the nouns and underline the verb. So we take a look here. First thing you'll notice what they need to do is they need to label the debits and the credits that are on there. Next thing that you need to look at is if we take a look at our paid cash, what's happening to cash? It's going down. Our advertising, it's an expense that is reducing the worth of the business or the owner's equity, so that is going down as well. If you take a look at this one real quick, we roughly translate it. This debit cash means that we received cash, where up here it's asking us that we paid cash, so we need to make that change there. The other part that I'll point out to you that you need to understand and need to look at is my left side of my equation of this T account, my left side equals 3,200. My right side does not equal 3,200. So in other words, my debits do not equal my credits, and they need to, right? So if the debits need to equal my credits in this transaction here, and that should fix it there. Moving on, June 14th, sold services on account. Again, we're going to underline the verbs. We're going to do our circle the nouns rather, underline the verbs. Sold services on account to Nico Valenza for $26,000. Sold is an owner's equity account. It is making the owner worth more. On account will also be increasing because we will be receiving cash in the future. If we take a look at this one here, first of all, they need to label the debits and credits on each one of these T accounts. And then the next thing that and they also need to pick an account down here. The next thing that we need to look at too is, remember, if we ... and you've seen this before, if we buy and pay and or pay on account, that's accounts payable. If we sell or receive cash on account, that's accounts receivable. In this transaction, we have sold on account. So that should help you with that, and that should also help you up here. Whoops. Moving on. Sold services on account. Again, second transaction here, sold services on account. So it's the same transaction here. First of all, but a different error. We need to label the debit and credits. Okay, and let's take a look. Sold services on account. Sold is going up and on account is going up. So then what do we have here? Well, if I roughly translate it, this is telling us that we received cash. Is there anywhere in this transaction where it says received cash? The answer is no, so we need to choose a different account. June 18th, paid cash to the owner as an investment. So we circle the nouns, underline the verbs. Paid cash, cash is going down. Owner as a personal use, the worth of the business is going down. First thing, again, label the debits and credits, okay? This right here, this miscellaneous debit to miscellaneous expense, roughly translated, is saying that we incurred a miscellaneous expense. Does it say anywhere in there a miscellaneous expense? No, it does not. So we're going to have to change that. This one here is basically saying that the owner roughly translated, the owner invested some money into it, or the owner took some money out for personal use and then decided to put it back into it. We have a little bit of a mistaken identity with debits and credits on that one. Lastly, as we move on to here, received cash on account from Nico Valenza. Again, I'm going to circle the nouns, underline the verbs. Received cash, that means cash is going to go up. On account means that that's going to be going down, the amount that they owe us. So here, again, we need to make sure we label the debits and credits, okay? And there. So, next question. If you take a look at the two accounts, cash, yep, that looks pretty good. Sales. Did we sell anything here? The answer is no. We did not. We actually sold to Nico Valenza earlier, okay, and that would have been the June 14th. So we received cash. The June 14th, this is when we sold to Nico Valenza. Now we're receiving cash. We did not sell to anything. Remember, we're using the accrual-based accounting, so we are recording sales when they happen, not when we receive cash. So we didn't sell anything there, so that's got to be changed. And the last thing that we'll say is, let's go back to this one. Remember our fun thing. If we buy or pay on account, that's accounts payable. If we sell or receive cash on account, that's accounts receivable. So if you look at this transaction, what have we done? Well, we've received cash on account, so therefore we know what we're going to be using on there. Hope this helps. Let me go back and look at your assignment 2.3. If you have made these errors or similar errors, make sure you go and fix them, and we'll see you soon. Always remember, make your debits equal your credits.